I am not exaggerating when I say boredom is one of the major keys to changing your life. I used to be a big time gamer. I played Skyrim, Minecraft, Assassin's Creed, and do not get me started on Rocket League. That was my game. I play those games all the time. I wake up, hop on the game, stay on it all day, go to sleep, rinse and repeat. But at the same time, I had these big ambitions and goals that I want to reach. But no matter what, it was hard for me to be productive and stay focused and take action on the things I wanted, and I couldn't understand why. The only thing that was easy for me to do was play the game. But it wasn't until I got into self-improvement and started learning more about it that I realized the main thing holding me back. It was my lack of boredom. So I challenged myself. I told myself for an entire month I was going to be bored. And I was going to do that by not letting myself play the game, being on my phone, watching TV, or even listening to music. I went extreme. And for an entire month, I did exactly that. It's been 3 years since I did that challenge, and I have still not gone back. Now, every now and then, I will watch TV if I'm with friends, but for the most part, I don't do any of those conventionally entertaining things. And it's because I experienced the power of boredom. During that month, as I slowly adjusted to not having those insanely fun things, I really felt bored. And because I felt bored, I felt compelled to just do something, anything that would entertain me. And so I picked up a book and I read and I started writing and I learned how to skateboard because I had nothing else to do. Boredom completely changed me. I went from somebody who only played the game and did entertaining things every single day to somebody who's more engaged and active with life. I've literally made tons of workbooks. I've read hundreds of books and written hundreds of blogs. I've taught myself so many different skills and I've become the gym head I've always wanted to be. And that's all because of boredom. So I'm telling you, I am not exaggerating when I say boredom has the potential to completely change your life because it completely changed mine. Now here's the big question. Why is something like boredom so important? Well, it's because what happens when you're bored? If you let's say you've been staring at paint drying on the wall for 20 minutes and your mom comes in or a parent or somebody comes in and they're like, "Hey, do you want to help me clean out the car?" What would you say? Would you rather stare at that wall of paint drying that is numbing you, that is so boring you want to just die? Or do you want to help your parent clean that car? Even though you normally, any other day, you would not want to do that. But today, what? You want to. You hop up. You're like, yes, I will help you. I will help you clean that car because I cannot stand looking at this paint. It is so boring. Yes, please, let me help. That is why boredom is so important, because boredom helps you do the things you generally wouldn't want to do. Boredom is what helps you read. Boredom is what helps you focus on your homework. Boredom is what gets you to practice that skill. Boredom is what gets you to clean your room. Boredom is what gets you to act. Because when you are bored, any other thing seems so much more fun than what you're doing right now. And here's where the biggest problem comes in. We don't feel that boredom. We are constantly surrounded in fun, entertaining things. Every second of the day we look, there's always something that can entertain us. We literally have phones in our pockets. We have social media. When the second we feel bored, we can pull up social media. We can pull up YouTube. We can pull up some game on our phones and let that boredom go away. But what if you didn't? What if you allowed yourself to feel that boredom and not run to these easy, fun things? Well, like that example, watching that paint dry and then having that option to go clean your car when you actually feel that boredom and an option pops in your head to, let's say, work on your goals, you're going to choose working on your goals because that's so much better than you being bored. And that is why I'm saying boredom is so important if you want to change your life, because when you are bored, you are much more likely to do the things that will change your life because it seems fun to you. And that is why I'm able to read every day and write every day and sit in front of a camera and record for an entire hour every single day. Because if I'm not doing this, I'm not doing anything. I don't have any of those conventionally entertaining things. And because I don't, I have to find something else to fill the time with. And that's when I start picking the books I want to read, or the skills I want to learn, or the workbooks I want to write, or the videos I want to film. Because this stuff is fun to me. If you let yourself be bored for just 5 minutes, the second you have that idea to do something you normally procrastinate on, you will jump up and do it. And here's the best thing. It will actually be fun to you. Because when you let go of all those conventionally fun things, it lowers the bar for what is fun to you. So now reading becomes fun again. Walking outside and just being in nature becomes fun again. Looking up at the clouds becomes fun again. Because anything is fun when you're bored. Even putting in hours of hard work on something, that is fun because it is something. Now, if you want to use boredom to your advantage, I've got 3 steps you can follow to make it a whole lot easier for you. And the first step is to let go of all the very fun and very easy things you normally do. For me, that looked like giving my TV away so I couldn't watch TV, deleting all my social media so I couldn't get on social media, getting rid of my games so I couldn't game. I got rid of all the things that was so fun for me to do and so easy for me to do. The next step is I want you to make a list of all the behaviors you want to do. For me, when I let go of all those fun and easy things to do, I wrote down I want to read more, I want to write more, I want to walk more, I want to meditate, I want to practice my skills more, I want to be with my family, I want to cook, I want to just be more active in life. So I want you to, like, literally, if you're not doing this right now, pause the video and do it because this is going to change your life. I'm not kidding. Write down the new behaviors you want to do. Now, step 3 is the easiest. It's basically just sitting down and watching paint dry. It's feeling that boredom. You want to feel the boredom. You don't want to run away from it. Feel it. And the minute that boredom gets to a point where you're like, oh my God, I just want to do something, look at the list of behaviors you wrote down. And something will pop out to you. And you're going to be like, I'm going to do that because that looks so much fun. I have to do something. I'm going to do that. And that will start you down this new path of these better, productive, more engaging things you can do instead of just sitting down, mindlessly watching TV, playing the game, being on your phone, and letting life pass you by. If you follow these 3 steps, before you know it, you'll be a lot more productive, focused, and consistent on your goals. You will literally be outworking everybody you know, and they'll be like, how are you doing that? And they won't understand when you tell them it's because you're bored. Now, do you think boredom is that important? Or do you think there's something else hidden below that actually pushes us to reach our goals? Let me know what you think. And remember, take action, stay consistent, and make your goals happen. I'll see you later.